What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys another battle against Pri, also known as ThatPokemonBoy, where this is the week 6 of the IEP League battles. I haven't actually had any week 5 battles because one was moved because Flashfire had A-level exams and things like that, and the other one was sort of moved for other reasons and stuff like that. So this is why you've got 2 episodes with Pri back to back, and he is also joining me for this one as well, because it was a lot of fun sort of discussing the last one. So if you want to say hello.
Yep, hi guys. It is fun to be back on your channel because I read the comments and you've got some of the best subscribers out there. Like I'm not even just saying that, they're just great.
Yeah, I must admit the community that I've got, like, yeah, the guys watching are just absolutely brilliant, and it's just, yeah, it's really, really good, and I'm, yeah, absolutely brilliant. I don't know what to say, really. So, do you want to run through sort of a couple of things that you brought, sort of, like, specifically to mess my team up?
Yeah, pretty much. So I brought Sub Protect Tentacruel. So basically, the idea here was when you switch out to go into your Latias, I could sub and then scout for if you were Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Life Orb, or even if you were Mega. I had Ditto just because I picked it up and I thought, yeah, why not? I didn't know what else to put there, so I thought, yeah, Ditto works. I can sack that off.
I thought you were gonna bring the Ditto, to be honest. As soon as you picked it, I was like, oh, I know he's gonna bring it for this one.
Yeah, it's the good thing about Ditto is it's like you don't really lose anything from sacking it, so that's why I quite like it.
Yeah.
And then I brought Mega Heracross rather than Choice Scarf Heracross because I thought you'd be expecting the Choice Scarf.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just felt as if that could hit harder.
Yeah, it was definitely in the back of my mind, which is why I actually prepared a little something which I'm not going to reveal right now. We'll get into the battle and you can see, because I think it completely threw you when I actually ended up revealing it, and it was quite funny. But the other things I brought was a sort of quite a bulky Bishop. The Latios was fairly standard Life Orb. I actually brought 2 Rapid Spinners. Oh, sorry, 1 Rapid Spinner, 1 Defogger, because I was like, I'm fed up with bringing hazards like every single game. I need to have as much hazard control as possible. So that was my reasoning for that, and sort of like a bulky Heatran with a fair amount of speed investment, actually, because I must admit, I was thinking, I'm sure he's going to bring the Mega Heracross, and which is why I decided for the physically defensive Venusaur, even though it works okay, and I knew I invested enough speed so I could sort of outspeed sort of fairly speedy variants, not like not max speed, but then I knew you probably weren't going to be bringing max speed from the sort of like from the speeds that my team sort of normally runs at. It wouldn't make any sense to run 252 Jolly and then a bit of speed in Heatran as well. So and then my Cinccino set hasn't actually been revealed. It's a mystery Cinccino set. I'm not actually going to reveal it for this one because I have got. Is it one more battle against you? Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
One more battle, so I may not even bring it, but I'm going to keep it a secret for the time being, because it is fairly silly. So we'll just jump straight into the battle here. So first of all, I led off with Cinccino, as you led off with the Heracross here. Now, I couldn't really risk this being Scarf Cross and outspeeding me, and I had got my Mega Venusaur on the wing, so I was like, I might as well switch out into that. Physically defensive, I can take almost every single hit. So I go out to the Venusaur, as you do reveal now that it is the Mega Venusaur.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, at least I now know I'm not facing a Mega Latios.
That's true.
But yeah, this thing is seriously scary, especially with a couple of my things being so slow. It also has a lot of bulk, like even my Cinccino can't break through it unless it's weakened and things like that. And it's a great wall breaker as well that works really well against the core. So you decided to go for the Pin Missile, which was a really, really good play, and really punishing Venusaur. And it was at this point as well, I decided, well, my Venusaur's going to go down. I've got a fair amount of speed investment. This is the point when I bring out the slight gimmick that I brought on this one. So I megaed up here, and yes, I revealed the HP flying here, which was specifically for that situation right there. If I knew I was going down, because I needed just some damage off on this Heracross, because I had a few things that would outspeed, and brought it down to a KO range for every single one of those as well.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see that. I was confident I could live at least 1 hit, but I did not expect to see HP flying.
Yeah, yeah, it was, to be honest, it was a very last minute thing. I was like, I don't really have much to hit the Heracross, and I looked it up and I could one-shot Scarf Cross with a HP flying, so I was like,
okay.
I might as well give it a go and see, because obviously you were, I'm guessing, like 252 HP or around that, or
Yeah, I had what did I have? I had 216 in HP. So I was guaranteed basically to live everything besides a crit Psyshock.
yeah.
That was the idea there.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. So obviously my Venusaur does go down, but it was definitely worth it, because that meant the Heracross goes down, and I could get out to Latias, and now Latias was very much sort of my win condition. I could outspeed almost everything, obviously apart from the Talonflame, and anything that wanted to switch in here now was going to get two-shotted. So you do make the really excellent play of sacking off the Ditto. I think that was probably the way to go, just because sort of like my Latios just handles the rest of your team incredibly well, and it means you get a free switch into Talonflame as well.
Yeah, that was the idea there. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously I'm scared out by the Talonflame, so I go out into Heatran, and I can take hits with this Heatran fairly well. But you go out into the Heracross. Now I don't think you realised I was speed invested, did you?
I didn't know if you were or not.
Yeah.
So the idea here was because Heracross had no use here anymore. So I felt as if I go into Heracross now, either I kill this Heatran, or you kill me, in which point I get a free switch back into Tentacruel and I can get myself up. That was the idea behind it.
Yeah. No, it's fair enough. So I go for the Lava Plume, and that does take him out, because I had slightly more speed on my Venusaur, so I knew I was going to be outspeeding, which is why I decided to stay. And I don't know why I'd have switched in, to be honest, but so you go into the Tentacruel, and I do decide to switch out here, which it was really difficult, because I had the Earth Power, and I was like, he could be doing all sorts of shenanigans here, and I must admit, I was not expecting the sub at all, but that was really, really excellent, and that really threw me. So definitely, I commend you with that. But
yeah, it's because I normally run Haze, but I didn't really, because Calm and Latios would beat me anyway, so I had no point to bring Haze. So
yeah, no, it's fair enough. So you go for the Protect here, just to scout what I'm going to do. So I go for the Protect, and you're getting your Black Sludge recovery as well. And this is when things started to get
this is
quite crazy, because you schooled my Deltos, burn it, which means I can still one-shot, so I did decide to stay here and, risk taking some damage from that. And then you end up switching out, which is a really excellent play, out into your own Latias. I just needed to get this guy out of the way, and I knew I was doing quite a lot to the Latias anyway. So I decided to preserve my Deltos, go out into Checkmate. Now I knew I could do, if you were fully physically defensive, I could do like almost 90%, so that means there'll be no more subbing, no more items, anything like that. So that's why I decided to then stay in and go for the knockoff, and I didn't really have a huge amount of sort of use for it. I had things that can outspeed your Latios, so this Checkmate was sort of kind of expendable at this point, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Plus Hippowdown kind of, I think two-shots it with Earthquake anyway, so I didn't really see a point for you.
So this is the point where you go for the Scald, and you the second burn as well, which means my knockoff really doesn't do much at all. But you have lost recovery, so I decided to risk it and go out into Hannibal, because my way of thinking here was you, with the moveset you revealed, I thought it was unlikely you'd be carrying Rapid Spin, because you know how I'm sort of not massively keen on, like, sort of rocks are fairly low down on my priority, if that makes sense.
I agree.
So I was thinking he had Sub, Protect, Scald, and I was thinking he must have some other move, if that makes sense. So that was my way of thinking, something to maybe handle my Mega Venusaur a bit more. So this is why I decided to switch out to Hannibal. You do get another burn there, but as I said, I do decide to get my rocks up, but having the burn on Hannibal also was, painful, because it meant I'm trying to remember what happened. So I do Earthquake, but I can break the sub, but it was, extremely painful, I must admit.
You did still break the sub,
but
obviously I will killed there with the sword.
Yeah, definitely. So you go for the Protector, so I go for the Bullet Seed, and you end up going out into the Hippowdown, as you're able to take the Bullet Seed as well, which was, I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to reveal the set, but that was the only disadvantage I had considered. But to be honest, at this point, my team was looking very sort of Talonflame weak as well. I had barely any physical presence as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much difference it would have made in the long run.
The
having Life Orb on Chinchino instead.
Oh, no, I calced, because believe it or not, I didn't notice during the battle. I was too busy.
Yeah.
I wasn't really busy. I was just too busy thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got this many bands.
Yeah.
To even notice that there was no Life Orb
Yeah.
recoil. But I'd done the calcs before, and my Hippowdown still would have lived even with the Life Orb. The Bullet Seeds.
Okay, yeah. No, that's
So that's why I made the play into Hippowdown.
Yeah, so that was a really good play. And then I decided to sack off Checkmate because, to be honest, a burnt Bishop just doesn't really do a huge amount. So you do set up the Stealth Rocks here, as I'm forced just to Iron Head and not really do a huge amount. You then go for the Roar and manage to drag out the only thing that can handle the Hippowdon. So I lose that now.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah. And then, obviously, the Heatran, the only way I could do it would be to either crit you or burn you.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Pre's had 3 burns so far. Surely I can get 1.
Yeah, and then it just didn't work out.
Yeah, but that was my only real option, to be honest. And then obviously Fabulous can come in, KO here.
Yeah.
With the Bullet Seed, but at this point, you still had the Talonflame in, which put me in a predicament. I couldn't switch out, and I couldn't go out into the Bishop because obviously the same result would happen. So, but yeah, that was a really good game though. We definitely brought a lot of things to sort of counter each other, and
yeah, I think that's what made it so fun. That
yeah,
because obviously we do talk about our teams between each other, so that meant like I knew all your little gimmicks, you knew all of mine, and we knew each other's playstyle really well. So
yeah.
I think that's what made it even funnier. But obviously, I'm gonna apologize once again.
No, to be honest, it's not your fault. Like, it's the hacks, because hopefully for like the rest of this league, they're gonna forget about me, because I've had probably 2 or 3 games where the hacks has been quite crazy.
I think I can
if
count
I say
3
so
just,
myself.
without even thinking. Like mine, I think it was the one where you missed high jump kick.
Yeah, and then I had various other things in that one as well. Yeah.
It's not been going too well, but on the bright side, you are still top of your division.
Yeah.
And you're still second in conference as well. So
yeah, so I've not got too much to complain for. I think I'm 4 wins, 5 losses, something like that, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And then I've got a few more battles, still going on, and I've still got Ollie and Tops' battles from how far away? Yeah, from last week. That's going to be rescheduled. So there's loads more battles to come. Like, I can still pull it back, and I'm in a stronger position than most people in our conference. So the conference is like the team of 6 that we've got. So I'm top in the team of 3, and then second in the team of 6. So yeah, I'm still comfortable, and it's a lot of fun to find all the different gimmicks and things like that.
It's like sub Tentacruel and HP Flying Venusaur. They'd just be rubbish on the ladder, but
yeah,
in a league, that's certainly good.
Yeah, definitely. So so I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and don't worry about the hacks. Like there's loads more battles to come, loads more times for them to try and screw me over and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and to be honest, that's the main thing about it, and I've really enjoyed myself so far. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this as much as we have, and I will see you guys at our next video. Macadii out.